Yo, 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 Omar. What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Smitty. We here, man. Today I got a special guest, man. Y'all see the shirt, GTD. So you know what gym she coming out of, man. Teaira Skinner, aka Groovy. What's going on, Groovy?
What's going on, man? I'm good. I'm feeling good. Excited for the future. How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. How's everything going? Working and everything, man. You just turned pro. So how everything going?
Yeah, everything's going pretty good. We're just going at a patient pace. Not rushing nothing, not rushing the first pro debut. Just constantly training and perfecting certain things, and looking for a pro debut now from 101 pounds to 112.
So you said 100 and you said 100 to 112 pounds.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay, that's all right, man. So are you signed with any promotion team right now, or are you right now just independent doing your thing, working out of Upton?
Completely independent. I have a free agent.
Okay, okay. So what's something that you noticed different from the amateurs when you was doing that to just now you going pro? And I mean that not by fighting style, I mean by obviously business style, because you know with amateurs you have fights constantly because everybody's just fighting in amateurs. But pros, you gotta line up fights. You gotta go through promotional teams. Then not only do you gotta go through promotional teams, you gotta go through your coaches and everything. What's some things you noticed that's been different going through it?
You said exactly that. And plus, a lot of people don't know the amateur game, especially when you're going to these tournaments. It kind of forces you to fight certain people unless you're like placed on the opposite bracket. But I will say, going pro, um, haven't had my pro debut yet, but even still, it really shows the how can I say this? It shows a lot of people who want to fight and people who I feel like don't really believe in themselves as much, or maybe their team doesn't believe in their fighter too much. Because man, I tell you, I've literally had a couple of top-notch girls, highlighted, decorated amateurs, or people that's already like 3-0 in the pros, and they didn't turn my turned it down. I'm like, what? How is these people that have such a decorated amateur career or being quoted as the next big thing, turning down the fights for the person who hasn't had their pro debut yet. Yeah. So there's that part, and then the part that you just said, you have to run it by, the promotional companies. You have to run it by coaches. You have to, you know, or you have to go through a matchmaker, pick the fight, agree to all terms of the fight, make sure that the terms and the money is worth it, and then go from there. That going from amateur to pro is a big culture shock. Most definitely a big culture shock because you don't have to worry about any of this in amateurs. You just either it's a show event and you pick your opponent, or they match you up with someone and you just go ahead and fight. Um, or you go through the tournaments. You know, you're either going to be fighting every day or you're fighting from Tuesday into the finals. And yeah, it's a big culture shock, but I'm most definitely ready for it. You just got to get that first pro debut, get that first fight out the way. We're gonna see what happens. But yeah, it's a big difference. A lot of people, it may throw them off and get them a little discouraged because there's a lot of things that you have to do as far as um, you know coming to terms with the promoters, coming to terms with the contracts, and then also on top of that, you have to also train and make sure you stay on top of everything. So it's a lot to I deal with going from amateur to pro. It really
Gotcha, gotcha. So I asked you this because you're a female boxer and you come in a boxer. I know right now you say you're not signed to nobody, but you see what Jake Paul doing. Jake Paul, I can't really pronounce the face right now. His name starts with an N. I apologize to him if he catches this. Can't really Nakashi, I think it is.
Nikisa.
Nakisha. I apologize, Mr.
Yeah,
Nakisha. I couldn't
Nikisa.
pronounce your name right. But you see what him and Jake Paul are doing for female boxing. They
Yeah.
putting on exciting cards, and even on the cards that Jake Paul's on, you see the female boxing like him and Tank getting ready to fight next month. Well, yeah, next month now. It's October.
Yeah.
and you see they got Alicia Bumgarner going on there. They have a lot. Gary Antoine Russell, that's a man, but he's on the card. But they're putting a lot of their female prospects and their other female top fighters on big stage cards to where they're fighting on things, whereas people are gonna, a lot of eyes are gonna be tuned in. As a female fighter, what's your thoughts on what Jake Paul's doing in boxing?
I think as far as the females for Jake and the keep they're doing for the women, I think it's great. Um, I really do think it's great. You know, you got uh, Amanda Serrano, who is, in my opinion, finally getting her just due. Meaning she's finally getting that worldwide recognition and finally getting the money that she deserves because that woman's been fighting for a very long time. Like, when I say a very long time, she was probably fighting all the way back when she was like five. Um, it's a nice.
Uh, Thank you, yo.
So
Thank
yeah,
you, yo.
she's been fighting for a long time, and finally getting the just due. The worldwide recognition that the women deserve, and the world, the money that I feel like they deserve as well. Because you know you can't compare a man to a woman, but we're beating our bodies up and putting on good performances just like everyone else. All we needed was a chance to um, show how great that we really are, and that's kind of the boat that I am in right now. All I need is just that one chance to show that I got the skills, because I've competed against the top amateurs, sparred the top amateurs, stopped and beat up a couple of the top amateurs. Um, so I understand what it's like to not have that opportunity to prove just how great you are. So what Jake and Nikita are doing for women's boxing, I think it's great.
Gotcha. Nice. What's up, buddy? How you?
I'm good, man. How you feeling, yo?
I'm doing great, man. I'm doing great. We got you on here. Me and Teaira done already started, but she was just going down, breaking down how she feels about what Jake Paul and Nakashi have been doing for women's boxing. So I'm gonna ask you, as a guy, as a man, you coaching obviously a female boxer, and she's getting ready, trying to set up her, y'all trying to set up her pro debut. How do you feel like Jake Paul and MV Most Valuable Promotions is affecting the women's boxing? What do you like what they're doing, and do you like what he's doing with boxing?
I like what you can hear me, right?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, I like what they're doing. I think it's a good thing for women's boxing because it's shining a spotlight on them, something that they didn't really have that much of a big exposure before. So it's giving them an opportunity, and he's paying.
Yeah, he's definitely doing that. He's even paying his male prospects, and not just even for females or males, prospects and boxers. Me, you nice, and obviously you now, Tierra, gonna start seeing going forward. Prospects weren't getting paid a lot in boxing. You see a lot of prospects; they still working part-time jobs just so they could keep some cash in their pocket to get back and forth to the gym. He's paying his prospects enough where it's all right. I could live a little bit off this.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I think that's that's needed, man. Because like you said, there's a lot of boxers that they do Lyft, they do Uber Eats or whatever. They do little side hustles here and there, work little oddball 9 to 5. You know what I'm saying? Just to get by. So just them having that opportunity to, 1 or 2 fights can change their life. I'm all for it.
Got you, man. So Tierra, man, now that we got you and your coach in here, what's some things you looking for your pro? What's some things you looking forward to for your pro debut? I know you said before Thanksgiving y'all still trying to work that out, get that fight so y'all can get that first fight in. But what's some
hmm
things you looking forward to going into trying to find that first fight?
Oh man, I'm looking forward to it all. Like I've been doubted my whole life, man. Overlooked my whole life. Um, once you see me in person, you'll see that I'm actually very small, and
Uh,
that right there kind of gives the opponents, I feel like, that confidence to come and try to stand and bang with me or just try to dominate me in the ring. And I am really looking forward to just putting on a very very exciting performance. I'm excited to put my foot in that door because I have a style. I've been told by the people for a long time since I started boxing. I have a style that once you see it, you just want to see it again. Win, lose, or draw, that is something that I have that it factor, man. I'm just looking forward to getting that chance to show it.
Got you. So who's some female fighters though that you look up to, whether it be watching or whether it's them been in the gym work? Which you know you working out of Upton, we know that's where Franchon Cruz. She's from Baltimore. You got obviously you got one of my favorites, Mia Ellis, that works out up there too. Who's
Yep,
some
that's great.
female fighters that you look up to, whether it be in person or whether it just be watching them fight in the ring?
Well, you said one of them is most definitely Franchon Cruz. She has just stopped by the gym yesterday. Got some rounds in with me, and I want to say Franchon is a very, very busy woman. Because she fashion designs for people. She runs her fashion shows, and she also boxing trains. So like she's amazing, man. She goes through a lot, like we all do, and she still made time a couple of times to come and see myself and the young ladies at the gym, and give us some pointers, give us some tips, um, help us out with certain fighting styles, help us out with certain things that we need to be doing. And I want to say you don't really see that too much anymore with women's boxing. Um, I would say, especially in Franchon's generation. Um, I don't know what it is, but a lot of women boxers in Franchon's generation, minus Franchon, they don't really want to help out. I won't say
Why you
don't
feel
want
that?
to,
Why do you feel
because
that is?
I see it, man. I see it. These girls be picking and choosing who they want to help, who they want to mess with, who they want to get along with. But I would say Franchon Cruz is most definitely one of the ones that just never switched up the day one of me meeting her and knowing her. I've known her for a long time. I know a lot of people for a long time. And I would say Franchon Cruz is one of those women that just never switched up. She keeps it real with you. You messing up, hey, you messing up. She sees something wrong or see something you're doing good, she'll tell you. And I feel like that's the people you want around you anyway. You don't want no one. You don't want no yes person or yes man or no yes woman just around you, just telling you all the time. So most definitely shout out to Franchon Cruz. She's most definitely a real one. Someone else that I like watching in fights, I'll say that I like watching Clarissa Shields. Amanda Serrano's most definitely one of them. I like watching Layla Ali's old fights. I like how she went into her cooking ventures
You
now.
like going to the old school with it, Layla.
Yeah, I like Christy Martin.
Okay.
Mm, who else? Cecilia Brækhus. So another woman I'm thinking about is oh, Sneesa Estrada. I like watching
Okay.
Sneesa Estrada before she retired.
Okay. So nice, man. I ask you a question. What is it in this young lady Teaira that you see that you like to coach a lot? That not to coach a lot, but you like coaching. Period. That you see in her that you feel could take her, get her in her boxing career. I know it's just starting professionally wise, but what's some things that you can see that in her now?
She's consistent. She's in the gym every day. She works hard. She never gives up. That's really important. Um, she got a real tough mindset. Uh, you don't really see that in too many females nowadays, too. Because it's a tough sport. It's a real brutal sport, and it's a man sport in a way, you can say. So when you have a female in there that really like committed and that really want to take this serious, you kind of got to take them serious as well. You know what I'm saying? She's not afraid to go up against any challenge. Um, like she said, win, lose, or draw. You know what I'm saying? She still, gives it her best. She tries. She's eager to learn. She's eager to try new things. I give her certain things to do. Sometimes she look at me like, bro, what the hell? But you know what I'm saying? She tries it and she sees it work. So I like that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Got you. I got you, man. So the next question I want to ask you is, Tierra, where you get the nickname Groovy from?
Groovy came from my hair because
Cause the fro.
yeah, my fro. Um, I kind of like the name already, but I was told by a lot of people it fits because when I wear my hair, it reminds me of like I guess back in the 70s and the 80s, the bell bottoms, and the people with the afros dancing and stuff. Coach Kenny always called me Michael Jackson when he was
Coach Kenny, that's my man. That's
when
the
he was a
jokester,
kid.
Coach Kenny.
He's like
That's the
Jackson
jokester
5.
right there.
Yeah, so Groovy. And then when I started moving around in the ring, so it depends. Sometimes when the opponent in front of me, sometimes I am Miss DC and I just gotta swing my fist and like it hurts you. And other times I just gotta box and move around the ring and do what I need to do and I just get real groovy, getting to a good style and a good flow when I'm fighting.
I got you. I got you. So we gonna call when Coach Kenny around. We're gonna call you Mike, and then when any other time we're gonna call you Groovy.
Yeah, that's funny.
Coach Kenny, my man, that's a funny guy. Coach Kenny,
No,
will have
he's
you, yeah,
hilarious.
he'll have you crying, laughing. He just that's my guy, Coach Kenny.
Man,
But
his jokes just fly off the tongue, bro. He don't think
yeah, that's
about it.
his natural with him. So um, so I know you said you haven't your fight. Y'all still working on it. Do we have an idea when we gonna make that professional debut fight? I know is it looking more maybe hopefully next year, or do you ask them possibly this year?
We're gonna see what happens. Hopefully by the end of this year, if not by the end of the year, hopefully the beginning of next year. But man, a lot of these girls gotta stop being scary, man. You gotta take the fight. Stop being scary, dude.
How Coach Kenny say when I interviewed when on our second interview, the one I think nice, that's the one you commented on. He was like when he was talking about the boxer, stop being scared to lose that O. Go ahead and put that O on the line. Like you said, man, you gotta tell them
Yeah.
stop being scared. Boxing ain't dead. Boxing ain't dead. It's a lot of them. Yeah, I'm matter of fact, I'm not even gonna say it's the fighters, yo, because a lot of me being around a lot. I think a lot
Mhm.
of times it's the business side of it. Promoters don't feel like they feel like if they fighter loses, they're gonna lose money from it. So they rather say
Right.
no. I'm they when they fighter says, "Oh, I want to fight this person," they'll make that call and say, "Man, go ahead and retract that. Do what you got to do to spin that off because we're not making that fight happen. Because if you don't win it, they'll put like the people behind the scenes put them thoughts in the fighter's head to make them." Especially financially, because we just spoke on
Right.
boxers and finances, they'll hang that over your head like, well, if you lose, they get this finance, well, you won't get this, you get that. And as a boxer, when you already thinking, well, shit, I only get paid if I don't got no sponsors, I only get paid if I fight. You'll be like, well, hold up, I might not take that fight right now because if I don't get my money on after that fight, that one fight right there is all I get. So a lot of times I see nice you shaking your head, so you know it like I do. A lot of times it's not the fighters, it'll be the people behind the scenes, the manager, the coaches, and the promotion teams that'll be like, no, we're not making that fight happen because that's too much of a 50-50 or 60-40 fight. Wherein if you lose, I lose money. And they'll keep putting the finances, banging it in your head to the point where you'll be like, shit, I can't lose no money right now. I ain't taking that.
I
Mhm.
blame
Right.
Floyd for that, yo.
Why you blame Floyd for that?
Cause man, before him, bro, everybody was willing to fight. And even if you lost, you still was able to get big fights because of your name. When this little nigga started making his run, now you notice like everybody's scared to lose their O now.
But before you go on that, before I explain my part on that, is you blaming Floyd? Is there something I need to know what's going on with Floyd right now? Y'all got something going on with Floyd up there?
I
I'm
don't.
staying out of that. I'm staying out of that.
Nice gave me the smile like we'll talk later. We'll talk later. But yeah. But no, I'll say this as
I'm
far
just
as
a
Floyd.
fighter.
Yeah, I got as far as Floyd go, Floyd to me is on my Mount Rushmore. He's a great fighter. But I do agree the money Mayweather era. The money Mayweather era.
Yeah,
The
Pretty
money
Boy was
Mayweather era.
he was
That
yeah.
era of fighting. Yeah, that era where it was more business than how do I say it? More business than sport. That's where it took the whole it took a lot of the competitiveness out because people started focusing more on what's it going to do for my finances than sports. And that's why a lot of times people be like, why are you so much into the business? I'd be like, shit, that's the era of boxing we in. If you're not on the business side, you going to get yourselves up high hopes for shit that's not going to happen.
Right?
And
Definitely
then
right
got a
about that.
question: what female fighters, if any? BG, you kind of missed it. She gave it out. She like Amanda Serrano, France. Matter of fact, Tierra, because we got a viewer that missed it when you were speaking on that. So you go ahead and speak on that. For what female fighters, if any, do you study?
French on Cruz, you got Layla Ali, you got Chrissy Martin, you got Amanda Serrano, you got Cecilia Blackcruz, Sinisa Estrada.
Okay, there you go,
I think I said
BG.
Clarissa Shields.
Yeah, you said now. You said Franchon, Amanda Serrano, Layla Ali. You
Yeah,
said one more name. It wasn't. It wasn't Clarissa though.
Cecilia Blackcruz. You got Sinisa Estrada as well. Yeah, those people
Okay.
I like to study. I like to watch them.
Okay. Got you. But yeah, man. To go back there, nice. Yeah, I'll say that the Money Mayweather era that did
How are
it.
y'all
It.
seeing the chat?
You said what? You can't see the chat.
How are y'all seeing the chat? What?
I don't see
I
it.
see it, but it's real small. How you?
Yeah, it's that. That is some weird stuff. That's why a lot of times I take it off and I just read it when it pop up. But it's real small. I see it on your screen too.
Yeah. What up,
Yeah,
y'all? Chat.
yeah.
Don't chat. Don't chat.
But yeah, nah, the Money Mayweather era, that era, Pretty Boy Floyd era, that's a different mother. That excuse my language. That's a
Bro,
bad man. That
that
Yeah,
pretty
was
he was putting
like
beats
that.
together.
that Pretty Boy Floyd era. That only and that's how you know Roy Jones is what he is because Pretty Boy Floyd was in the prime when Roy Jones was in his prime. Roy Jones was still this much higher than Pretty Boy Floyd, but Pretty Boy Floyd was a bad man. But I do agree on the Money Mayweather era. That turned the sport more into a business than it took the competitive. That's why I don't get mad at a lot of things that's happening now because I know what era we're still in. We slowly getting out of it, but I know what era we're in. But to get back to Tierra, so what's some things that you want to get out of boxing, Tierra? Like what's some goals, long term goals as far as in the sport of boxing, and some goals that you want to get in boxing that for yourself outside of the ring? Because as we all know, there is life outside of the ring and there's life after boxing.
I'm most definitely striving for, of course, we're fighters. I think we're all striving for some of the same things. The main thing being financial stability, outside the ring, of course. Everyone wants to be able to travel to Indonesia or Africa whenever they feel like it. They want to buy whatever they want when they want to. You know, most definitely financial stability. Um, I said, I don't know if I'm too keen on it, but I do want to possibly get a couple of world titles. Um, however God sets up my boxing career is it's what it's going to be. However God wants me to go on the path, He'll allow it. Um, I most definitely want that though. Maybe some world titles, financial stability, and I do want maybe worldwide recognition because the more people that know you, the more money you get,
Right,
or the more
absolutely, especially with
opportunities that you
boxing.
get. Yeah, so I say more notice, more notoriety, financial stability, maybe a couple more titles, and just to tell my story through boxing. Because there's a lot of people that's like me. There's a lot of people that maybe uh, going through the things that I go through, or have gone through, or seen the same type of stuff that I've seen, and they just don't really think maybe a fighter is like them or I'm like them. So I do want to tell my story through boxing. Um, yeah, it's just some of the things.
Got you, man. So for the people that's just now getting in, Groovy, where are you from?
I'm from Charlottesville, Virginia. I
Oh,
moved to
she from
Baltimore,
Virginia,
Maryland.
Charlottesville. You down
Yeah.
there, Charlottesville. You down there where ain't nothing at though. Charlottesville. Y'all got
What?
y'all got something. But all right, here let me explain it. Cause see, people
Nah,
from
don't do
Charlottesville.
that, bro. We got the best college in. What you mean,
You what UVA?
bro? UVA is tell me. bro,
Y'all,
we
I
just
say
won
this.
2 games
Y'all
back to
did just
back.
beat my Seminoles last week, though.
Thank you.
Y'all just beat my Seminoles. But I'm gonna say this though: if you compare Charlottesville, compare Charlottesville to the seven cities as far as stuff to do, the seven cities,
And seven
Richmond,
cities
or
like
even you
Richmond,
could.
it's nothing to do in Richmond.
All right, so you go compare it to Northern Virginia. And when I say Northern Virginia, I'll give specific cities because Northern Virginia isn't a city; it's a whole area. Woodbridge, Alexandria.
There's nothing to do with Woodbridge. There's nothing to do with Alexandria. What's nothing to do?
In Alexandria, you got Old Town. That right
What's
there.
out? What's out there to do? But sit and look at each other and look at some grass and some cars flying past
Hell
each other.
no. In
What's
Old
out there to
Town, they
do?
got a lot more to do than Charlottesville. See,
What?
Nice, you over here laughing, and Nice ain't saying nothing. And Nice, where you from, Nice? Let's get Nice in.
Now, I used to live out in Northern Virginia, so I'm familiar with everything y'all talking about.
What part of Northern Virginia you lived in?
Ashburn,
Oh,
Loudoun
you
County.
lived out there near Chantilly and all that.
Now that's Fairfax. I live more so like
Yeah, Ashburn, that's Loudon. That's where the
Loudoun
what you
County.
call it players stay at, be out there.
The
Yeah, that's
Mm-hmm.
Redskins.
yeah, the Redskin players. That's where they be at. Yeah. But back to
I used
Groovy.
to
We gotta
train
talk
with
about
you up.
Charlotte. We gotta talk about old Charlottesville and how all they got is UVA down there. But UVA, y'all not bad. Y'all did just smack for us there. It's kind of hard for me to talk shit to you right now because
Man,
y'all
we've
just
been
beat my
snapping.
Seminole.
We've been
And y'all, this
snapping.
y'all
You
first
gotta,
year
y'all never
since
give
like
the
the mid
VA
two
people
thousands.
no rec. Y'all don't give us no credit. It's cool. It's all right though. We understand. We understand. We love y'all too.
But now to get back on topic for boxing a little bit more before we get out of here. You said what you want to do, get out of it in the sport and outside of the sport.
Yes.
So now you starting off your career. I know I don't want you. I know you right now can't give out your plan, obviously, because right now you're independent and but you can't give out your plan as far as what you're gonna do business wise. But do you have a plan as far as how you're gonna go about it these first few fights for yourself?
To be very transparent, nope.
She said, "No, we just gonna you gonna go.
And
I
that's
depending on."
only be, and it's only because, like Coach Kenny said, man, they allow these girls to stop being scared of what they owe, and or like you said, their team and their promotional companies or whoever's putting the money behind them. A lot of them will not stop your tracks, but you'll have one thing in mind and going one way, and then you have to literally maneuver around that because of some of the things that we're going to be talking about. So really, I just got to get my style out there. The plan is right now just to get my foot in the door with that first fight. Once the first fight comes into play, and these promoters and everyone really sees how I can give it up, I think that's when doors are really going to start opening for me, most definitely.
Absolutely,
Because
that's how it always plans. You got to get your feet wet first.
yeah,
Got you, man. So before we get out of here, though, nice. I'm gonna start off with nice because I'm gonna let since it's the Groovy show. That's what we're gonna call it tonight, the Groovy show.
I
Nice.
like
You got
that.
any words you want to give out as a coach about Groovy or any other fighters you may be working with going forward before we get out of here?
What you mean?
Like, do you
Like,
have anything you want to say, man? Like, as a coach, man, you got something you want to say? Talking as far as Groovy coming out, yeah, she said that y'all hopefully it gets on. I don't know if you have been in yet, but she's saying that y'all hopefully it gets something before the end of the year, maybe start at 26.
I just want to say, man, everybody just stay tuned. Keep looking out for. Um, you're gonna be highly surprised.
Mm.
Now, stay tuned, man. Stay glued to social media. Stay glued to um wherever you can view boxing. You're gonna see her very soon. She's gonna make a lot of noise, man. She's gonna turn a lot of heads. She's gonna surprise a lot of people. Like you said, she's small, but yeah, she packs a punch, man, in that little body of hers. So yeah, y'all stay tuned and just watch out for everybody else that's coming out of up. And you have a lot of young stars on the rise. Montana, Shape and Bake, Um, we got a lot of talent in that gym, man. Even with some of the pros, $6 million man, Mojo, uh, Mia, Truck, you name it, man. We got a lot of talent in there. So everybody just stay tuned, man.
Got you, man. Where can we find you at on social media, man?
You can find me on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, X, all AYENYCE. It's your boy A to the nice.
Got you. And Groovy, before we get out of here, man, drop us some words where we can find you on them social medias and what to stay tuned for.
You guys can find me on Instagram. You got my name right there. You can just type in Teaira Skinner. My name will pop up. But my name on Instagram is Premier Global Groovy, and that's PREMIER Global Groovy. But you can just type in my name, Teaira Skinner. It'll pop up for you. What to look out for? Just stay tuned because y'all, I'm telling you, when I pop out and I go ahead and really go ahead and do my first fight, it's going to be amazing. I do not waste punches. I don't waste footsteps. Um, just stay tuned. Just stay tuned. Support my journey. Keep watching. I got a great personality and I also got a great fighting style. Just stay tuned and bear with me because when I go ahead and pop out, I'm gonna pop out correctly. Oh, and Smitty, I gotta take you to Charlottesville, man, because you really missing out, bro. It's cool. It's cool though. I'm gonna take you to Charlottesville. You gonna see what I see, because I'm from there.
Did they add any stores finally to that mall besides the four they got in there?
Man, that mall is done for. See, that's how long you haven't been there. That's how long you haven't been there. That's how long. Did
Because
you
when I
even
went there a
touch
couple times,
downtown?
I was like, "There's nothing to do here but UVA."
Man, did you even touch downtown the strip at least?
They got a strip in
No.
Charlottesville.
See, there we go. That's crazy. That's crazy. You want to talk about my little old town? That's stuff, Smitty. Didn't give us no type of chance, no type of credit. It's cool though.
That's
It's
crazy.
all right. We're gonna
Cause we
plan
gonna go
something
down
one day.
Charlottesville. I'm gonna let you take me to the two
We gonna
minute
go.
strip they got down there, and we gonna
It's
go
not
down
even
there to
two
Charlotte.
minutes. It's 10 to be
She said it's
exact.
a 10
Thank you
minute
very
strip.
much. Thank you very much.
We gonna
Now, I'm
do
gonna take
that,
you to my
man.
favorite taco spot, man. We
Oh,
gonna
y'all
go
got
pop.
they got food take different food things down there too.
Yes, we do. We got a lot of food. See, that's the problem. See, that's the issue. It's cool though. It's all right. It's
Well,
all
shoot,
right.
man.
We gonna live
Everybody
stream that
that
thing.
Groovy, she said she gonna take us down to Charlottesville. So one of these days we and Groovy gonna go to Charlottesville. I might even
Heck
vlog
yeah.
it just so
You
everybody
might
can
just
see
go,
that. And I tell
yeah,
you, it's
just
a
see it.
ghost
See
town.
what's
It's a
going
ghost
on.
town.
No, it's not. I'm telling
Casper
you, it's
gonna
not.
pop out of there, y'all.
Please don't wish that on me. I do not need to see no damn ghost. It's messed up, man. Overthink things. Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. But now I forgot to say I've been living in Baltimore since I was 19. So
How old are you now, Groovy? If you don't mind me asking.
no, that's okay. I'm 25.
Okay, so you've been in
So
Baltimore.
I got my adoption papers. You know, got
She
my adoption papers.
she adopted by Baltimore, y'all. She said
Yeah.
Charlottesville. She found something that actually got something to do. Baltimore got something to do out there, so
Baltimore don't have nothing to do out here. I love Baltimore. I love Baltimore. But what is there to do, bro?
it's more to do than Charlottesville.
There ain't nothing to do out here neither.
Yo,
Ain't
let's
nothing to
make a
do. But
debate about this. Make a poll about this.
yeah,
Start
yeah,
it up,
Smitty,
man.
make a poll.
Make a
Make a
A
make a
matter
poll.
of
poll.
fact, just because y'all said that, I'm gonna do that. Where would y'all
Yeah,
Yeah.
like to be? Baltimore or Charlottesville,
yeah,
Virginia?
let's do that.
Charlottesville, Virginia. People probably gonna be like, "Ain't that what UVA is?"
I mean, yeah, but I mean, Baltimore people gonna say Baltimore though, because
No,
you
we
know
gonna
how it
tell.
is. They
I
say
mean,
Beatmore versus everybody. So
but this the sad part though,
them
right? This the sad
what?
part, right? And Groovy, you know what I'm about to say. 90% of Virginia gonna say shit. What are they gonna say? That's why
What you
Groovy got
mean?
quiet. 90% of Virginia people, if you ask them, they gonna say shit. I go to Baltimore before Charlottesville.
Nah, they gonna say Charlottesville,
See, we gonna do that
bro.
poll. Matter of fact, we're gonna put that poll out tonight after we get off here. And watch, we gonna see.
Bet. All right, bet. We're gonna
I
see.
like
We're gonna see what
I like
happens.
that.
And
I
I'm gonna
like
tell
that.
people on if you've been to both cities. If you
Yeah,
haven't been, most people gonna say Baltimore. See,
yeah, yeah.
and I mean, I'm saying
Oh,
Baltimore.
they yeah, only say
Only
if you
reason why I
from
can't
there.
talk shit about UVA right now is because you just smacked up my Florida State Seminoles. But outside of
Mhm.
that,
Mhm.
we
Smacked
even
them,
though it
got
was
them.
double overtime, we still shouldn't have lost to no UVA. So I'll give y'all that credit. But
We just won tonight too.
yeah, y'all did. We playing right now. I gotta see what that game is. We playing right now. You feel me? I don't know. Even if we win, it's gonna kind of feel a little bad because we still lost to y'all. But it is what it is, man. We shouldn't have lost. We losing right now. Second quarter, 7-3. That ain't nothing. But
That's right.
everybody that tuned in today, I appreciate all y'all coming in, showing Groovy and me some love. Like you said, they both gave y'all their socials to follow them and stay tuned. So when her
Yes.
first fight does get announced, you can y'all can tune in, go to the fight, watch it, do whatever you have to do. Like the bottom of the screen, the ticker says, "Let's talk about it." Addressing the elephant in the room. Support the podcast. Subscribe, like, comment, and share. When y'all see this, if y'all missed it live, all you gotta do is watch it. It'll still be on the page and hit like when you go in there. Violate that like button. Like I said, for everybody that tuned in tonight, I highly appreciate you. Nice, I appreciate you for patching me and Groovy in together. I appreciate that. Now me and Groovy gonna have some debate and we're gonna put a poll out and we're gonna see what's what. I'll be waiting to come make my trip back up to Upton. I got to come up there to holler at Coach Kenny soon when he gets back from camp soon, anyways. So I'll definitely be in there to holler at all y'all together, man. It's been a pleasure, man.
Yeah, I
Thank you so
appreciate you,
much, man.
bro.
We really appreciate you, man.
Absolutely.